The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
How did the Most High's peculiar treasure turn into slaves for these other nations? Captivity after captivity, because we fell from his arm, fell from his arm.
400 years, blood, sweat, and tears. They workers in cotton fields. They hang us from trees, the blood spill. Sun up to sundown, workers in the field. Slave trade, we know how it feel. They gave us their scraps, we call it a meal. Sold to a plantation, working in the field. We bearing the curse, we catch it the worst. There's laws, commandments, we knew it at first. Lost everything, then we got dispersed. Genesis 15:13 verse. Fed our babies to the gators. Killers off, yeah, they hate us. Slave breeding, they made us. Blessed with the sword, so they slay us. When the words can't teach, adversity will. Back to back, over and over. Prophecy said it's the Most High's will. Acts 7 and 6, captivity we had to fulfill.
How did the Most High's peculiar treasure turn into slaves for these other nations? Captivity after captivity, because we fell from his arm, fell from his arm. How did the Most High's peculiar treasure turn into slaves for these other nations? Captivity after captivity, because we fell from his arm, fell from his arm. Say, a lot of Hebrews be mad at these other nations. For what they did to us in the past, the Most High gon' get vengeance. We really did it to ourselves when we broke his commandments. Yeah, them other nations really took it too far, but the Most High allowed it. You would think by now Israel, by now they have learned their lesson. But they still in the world, wildin' out, holding up their blessing, You would think by now Israel had finally really got it together. But that ain't the case, cause they still sin against the Father like it don't matter. How did the Most High's peculiar treasures turn into slaves for these other nations? Captivity after captivity, because we fell from his arm. How did the Most High's peculiar treasure turn into slaves for these other nations? Captivity after captivity, because we fell from his arm.
Our people hard-headed.
We kept sinning against the Father.
We kept on sinning, you know what I'm saying? Against the Most High. That's why he put us in that captivity, you know what I mean?
In that situation.
Cause our people hard-headed, so they stiff-necked. You know what I'm saying?
Enduring hardship and
pain
and racism.
We went through it over and over and over again. That's why he did that to our people.